Hey, welcome to another Moments with Mark. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you. Isn't that funny? A moment to talk to you. So it won't be long, so just tune in for a second if you would. Um, I here's what's about a thought, and God's been kind of dealing with me about judgments. My own. Yes, Pastor Mark has judgments. So do you. And a friend of mine told me one time, they said, we all have judgments. It's what we do with them. Now, we need to have judgments sometimes. Last night, my wife and I were driving home from somewhere, and a deer ran out in front of me. And, I had to make a judgment real quick about what am I going to do here? Am I going to speed up and try and hit it so I can have venison? No, I didn't want to do that. I don't want my 16-year-old truck to have damage to it any more than it already has. We're all having judgments we have to make, and we have to be discerning. We have to make things. It's what we do with them. And here's what's funny is sometimes the very thing that we have a judgment, it's almost like a little snapshot, as I heard someone say recently. It's like a snapshot. We don't always get the whole picture. And God's been having a good time with me. A friend of mine told me one time, as a counselor, he said, God will sometimes take us back. Well, he didn't say sometimes. God will always take us back to the place of our deepest wounding to bring us the deepest healing. We have to go back to it. Now, it doesn't mean physically necessarily or geographically. Sometimes just in our mind, and we have to go revisit where that wounding happened. Paul Young says, why do we have to come back to our shack? Because that's where we got stuck. So, but what's funny is that sometimes, and I'm going to suggest maybe you look at this and you can comment if you want. Sometimes the things that we have judgments about and we make judgments about them is because we don't have the full picture. Oh, and sometimes it isn't even the full picture. Sometimes it's just a matter of we don't have enough information. And I will tell you, when you start doing that and we start maybe criticizing some things, here's what happens is God will kind of put us in those situations where he says, well, let me give you a little more information here, Mark, so that you can maybe make a better assessment or judgment. I tell people that I don't have judgments, I have opinions. They're judgments. And, God's helping me to say, Mark, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should just, you should get a little more information before you make a judgment. So that you can make a better judgment, maybe, is the thing. Maybe the difference is between having a judgment and being judgmental. So let's not be judgmental, and let's explore our judgments to see if they're actually right. So just something for you to chew on today. And thanks for joining me for Moments with Mark. We'll catch you next time. Grace and peace.